Shit, man, you already know what this is.
It's lot of fun.
We in the hit house right now, man. Fuck wrong with these niggas.
Drama.
Shit, man, you already know, man. Cash out drama. Hey, man, I swear to God, man, I got too many bitches, man. You feel me? I got groupie bitches, I got bad bitches, I got ugly bitches, I got this. I'm just getting tired of this shit.
You know I got hoes. Let's go.
I heard that bitch about $1 what? So gon' make some. Me and my niggas in the club, we'll shake some. These groupie bitches show me love cause I'm chasing. I'm stacking money to the ceiling from the basement. I stayed down till I came up, my niggas hating. Boy, I ain't the hottest in the city, boy, I'm like Satan. I got expensive taste, down in expensive places. I'm counting pink and blue money, call that big faces. I tap that boy pockets, yeah, he a peon. Moving through the city, I'm a star, like I'm Dion. Shit up on my wrist, got me shining like it's neon. Shit up on my neck, super cold, call it Freon. Now hold up, we in the club, they put they hoe up. No,
What's good, everybody? It's the Butters Basic Show. You know what the time it is. It's every Sunday on the DTF Radio. It's the platform for the unknown to get known. And my name is Butter. Nice to meet you. And if you haven't met me before, we are the platform for the unknown to get known, anger management for the diaspora. I hope that you're enjoying the way that this is feeling right now. I'll let you vibe on that just a little bit more. Tell me what you think. Write us, comment, like, love, share, hate, like, love, share after you hate. Thanks a lot.
Cannot relate. You sit in our section, bitch, you late. Get your money straight. Stumbling out the club, it's 420, taking up too late. On 480, driving fast, on my way to see my babe. I get what I want, I'm a brat. My Da Vinci came, but I stay on road. Yeah, the trap, you bum bitches lame. Can't get in my car, on you bitches, I'ma always bang. My nigga never leaving me for you, we are not the same.
Yeah. To the ceiling from the basement. We stacking money to the ceiling from the basement. I don't know about you.
What's good, everybody? Hope you enjoyed that music by the artist. His name is Cash Out. I'll tell you a little bit more about him. We're going to play some more of his music today. And once again, if you didn't pay attention, my name is Butter. And this is the Butters Basic Show. And sorry for the late start, but we're always on time. We're moving at God's speed.
Yes.
Just to let everybody know who's on the team Butters Basics today. Peachy Suze is back from her rendezvous. Peachy Suze, tell them where they can find you, Mama.
You can find me 12 to 1 every Sunday on DTF Radio, Sunday's Brunch, or Peachy Suze on all platforms, Peach, IESUZE, because Butter coined it.
It's awesome sauce, everybody. Spread the awesome sauce, everybody. And once again, if you didn't pay attention the first time, my name is Butter. You can follow me at Butters_Basics. That's the radio show. And if you want to follow the persona, that is Gazebo, GAZZEBO 11210, 2 Z's so you don't sleep, 11210, because I'm a Brooklyn girl all day, every day. Please believe it. Butter is always in the mix. And sitting to the left of me, the best of me, our guest. She's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Skin tone caramel deluxe.
Stop making me blush.
Excuse me. And not only that, she's got all of her teeth, everybody.
Yes.
Do you see the smiles? Oh, listen, man. She is the host of a radio show based in New Jersey. Beautiful Lioness Roars. Please tell them a little bit about yourself.
Yo, what's up, Brooklyn? In a building with some beautiful Brooklyn queens, you know what I'm saying? Welcome. Thank you so much for having me at DTF Radio Show. It's the love, and I appreciate it. Coming all the way from Trenton, New Jersey. My name is the one and only Queen Lioness Roars. Yeah, baby. That's how I bring it. I fellowship with them with my wine glasses up. The name of my radio show is Wine Glasses Up. And
why do you choose to toast?
Why choose to toast? Because it's fellowship. You know, I like that original true testimonies. I'm that testimony queen, you know. And I like, you know, when we sit down and we talk with people, it ain't nothing like having that wine glass. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to drink, but you know we do.
Mhm.
You know
We
what I'm saying?
sip a little
We
sip,
sip a little
sippity
something.
Mhm.
But for the people that don't, you can have your prune juice, your milk, your water, whatever.
I'm
But me-
done.
I like my wine and I like my liqueur. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, but that being said, I just want to give all glory to God first in my life that put this blessing on me since I was a little girl to be a radio and TV personality host, to love and cherish the world and get it all back with the testimonies, real testimonies.
Yo, I love that you are about your business. How long have you been doing this in radio?
And radio, going on 6 years now.
And what made you compelled to actually be someone that's a persona on radio? You know, Queens crown queens, and that's something that I always loved about that particular statement. And
Yeah.
I just want to be a exemplary. I don't know what the word is. Like, I want to be somebody that actually exemplifies that what I saw
Mhm.
in regards to that statement. So I'm glad to have you here.
Thank
So
you.
Miss Strawberry, thank you very much for
Yes.
being the plug to this lady right here. She
Yes.
actually is a part of making men who are ex-incarcerated
And
feel
women.
welcome, men and women,
Men and women, yeah.
back acclimated into society
Right.
by meeting them at the gates.
Yes.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, most definitely. And I can't start off talking about that without talking about my two co-hosts, my two brothers, they're kings from Camden, Tony Henshaw and Ibrahim Suleimani. They have this this blessing, I call it a blessing, it's called Transformative Justice Initiative in Camden, New Jersey. And these two kings once served, they both served 30 years apart, you know, in the New Jersey prison system. And they vowed that when they got out that they would never leave a brother and a sister behind that's still inside, or when they come out without resources. So they were able to, they was referred to me, and over a year of watching me and how I work with my radio station, they wanted to be on my show and to be able to have the media roar their message for our brothers and sisters that's in incarceration and that's coming back home to society. So it's an honor.
How does that make you feel?
Wow. Listen, let me tell you something. A week before I got the call, I woke up and I placed on Facebook, I said, I feel an abundance of light. I said, I don't know what God is about to do, but he's about to do something real big, and I know I got to be ready. The following week, I got a call from Tony Henshaw and Ibrahim Suleimani from Camden, New Jersey, with Transformative Justice Initiative, asking me to be a part of this team. I did not realize how big this new shift was, because this is a shift of our own brothers and sisters that's being locked down for years for something. I'm not going to say all, because don't want nobody coming at me like, yo, how she going to say everybody innocent? But I'm going to just tell you this. There are a lot of innocents of our brothers and sisters behind these walls. So to be able to help them come back into society and into a society that I and you live, we want to make sure that when they come home, they don't go back through those revolving doors. So they had the resources that they need.
And you show up at the gates.
Oh yeah, at the gate. Meet them at the gate.
Meet them at the gate.
Meet them at the gate. Yeah.
It makes me feel really good because I'm somebody that professes anger management for the diaspora. I feel teary-eyed.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Because it's so unusual to have a sister that's embedded in that foundation. Just to see us come home.
Yo, you about to make me cry. Stop.
Nah,
I get
it's okay.
sensitive. I do get sensitive with it.
But
Nah.
let me ask you a question in
You
regards
see
to
us
that.
come
Do
home.
you find that when you meet them at the gate, the chance of recidivism is lower? Like it lowers
Of
your chance of going back
course.
in?
Oh
and-
my God. Let me tell you. You can't. I tell everybody when people ask me how could they help, I said just be there.
Yeah.
Even if you can't bring money or a card, or if you don't have a job to offer, when you feel that energy there, when that brother, that sister come out that prison gate to freedom, or what they say is freedom, they are so happy to know that somebody's there to love them.
And if nobody
welcome
was
them.
there,
Oh, that's how
somebody's there.
somebody's there. And that's how Meet 'em at the Gate started.
Yo.
That's how Meet 'em at, because nobody was there for Tony Henshaw when he came out 30 years. And he said, no more. I will not allow this anymore. Yeah.
Yo, sitting to the left of you, the best of you. Wait, please tell them where they can find you at first.
Oh, first off, yes, you can reach me on Facebook at Lioness Roars. Wine Glasses Up Radio Show. That's my public page.
Yes.
You can also reach me on IG at Wine Glasses Up. All right. I make it very easy for you.
It's cool.
Okay. And you can also find Transformative Justice Initiative at Transformative J Initiative on Facebook. Follow us as a public page and you will find out everything we're doing
Are you
over
an
in New Jersey.
activist?
Oh, yeah. I act in everything. Hey.
Yo, sitting to the left of her, the best of her. Don't be scared now.
Don't get scared.
Tell them who you are, hun.
Yo, greetings, Hotep. My name is Malik. I want to give a shout out to the motherland, and I want to give thanks to Shavion and Butters Basics for allowing me the opportunity to just be here and express my thoughts and hear the thoughts of others and collectively build towards a bigger and better, brighter future. Yo, before I begin, I want to share with you something that I was going through in terms of like reading. I do a lot of studying, and it's like a poem, but it's really a song. It's called Southern Trees Bear a Strange Fruit, Blood on the Leaves and Blood at the Root. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the popular trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth. Scent of magnolias, sweet and fresh, then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to drop. Here is the strange and bitter crop. That's Billie Holiday. It's called Strange Fruit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
What
you.
up?
And a lot of people, or in fact, most people acknowledge that as the song that triggered the spark of what is now known as our civil rights movement that hasn't been accomplished, and we still struggling, we still fighting.
Right.
Big shout out to Black Lives Matter and Nubia, Nationalist Unified Body of Imprisoned Africans, and the
Yes.
brothers we left behind. James
Yes.
Jenkins serving 33 to life for a crime he didn't commit. Shabaka Sankor served 25 to life for a crime he didn't commit. Was recently exonerated and set free. And other than that, I'm currently free. I've been home for 6 years.
Welcome home.
Thank you. I did 25 to life.
0 parole left.
Yes.
No
I'm on
parole.
I'm
Yes.
on parole after 3 years. I came home, I worked, I got a job. I'm an electrician by trade. And from there, I work at Luna Park. I'm the lead tech for the Thunderbolt roller coaster, which is kind of strange. I fix roller coasters. Most
Okay.
people will be like, wow, what's that? Roller coasters.
And how
I
do you
work
do
around with a screwdriver,
And they're probably like, yo, how do you do that?
Yo.
Like, yo,
Yeah, it's
the
good.
skill set was already there and it's
Yeah.
cool. We're gonna take a short break, right?
Alright, thanks.
Have introduce some music real quick. This I want everybody to know that I'm very thankful to have you here today on the Butters Basic Show.
It's an honor.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Let's turn up for a little bit, man. Come back.
I pop a nigga like popcorn, get him going on my shooters, got top scores. I'm the boss, Michael B, yeah, we Star Wars. In this game, turn the Shaq, fuck a backboard. If it's beat, get on whack, yeah, I pay for it. If it's niggas act tough, then I pay more. I'm the bomb, yeah, I'm dropping them claymore. Swag sick, why you think I pour force for? These niggas illiterate niggas. I'm calling the shots, ain't no need to put press on the trigger. Make it look easy, little nigga. I'm holding the rock when I shoot, bitch, it look like I'm trigger. Blazing the mic till I see 7 figures. Smoking on blunts, yeah, they think of them pickles. Bitch wanna fuck, send my niggas to get you. Then pass the whole back, get my niggas to hit you.
Hey, yo, Cash, let me hop on. I'm smoking no power, so rock farm. Yeah, this one here go had a block going. I'm rolling up if I am not blowing. Hope that you getting the message. My weed is my dinner and breakfast. My drugs, I had to compress it. My plug just told me to catch it. I caught that. I'm talking. Don't talk back. Got a bird on me like a hawk's hat. Niggas asking me where the soft at. Niggas can't ask me where the boss at. Cause I'm right here. I caught my buzz like yeah. When I cash out, I break off. I knew that this shit was gonna pay off. Yeah, I'm trapping outside of the A-Loft. Got a package outside, gotta lay off. Yeah, I'm balling real hard like playoffs. If just me goes, I'm take off. Take off. Yeah, how much a flight your weight cost? Her pussy A1 like steak sauce. Yeah, real nigga shit I can't shake off.
I give a dick this slide. Me and you different. You making love. I'm sticking D like the glove. Pushing it all the way in her. Making her come. Leaving her numb. Hopping right out of the bed. Getting dressed. Grabbing my gun. Told I'm gone. Baby, I'm back to the blade. You know a nigga be chasing. Call you little dude. You got me confused. confused. Call me for breakfast, I just want the bacon. Fuck is you talking about layup? You got me mistaken, don't do that sex talk. I'm coming over to beat you to sleep. Back right or get left where you left off. Yeah, I respect I. SMH Tina, bitch with a list and shit would've went different, I bet that. Real niggas want about a block back. High-end stores where we shop at. I don't do sticks with a mop at. You ain't no chaser, we cannot kick it. I got a vision, I'm chasing a ticket. You ain't no chaser, we cannot kick it.
Send it back.
I got a vision, I'm chasing a ticket.
I make it look easy to kill a rap game. Cleveland the city, west side what I bang. Make it look easy for Instagram models to please me. I'm talking to telling the brain. Niggas is lame, like how they cuffing on the bitch when she do it for internet fame. Boy, I buy chains and watches, boy you need to stop it. That $40 only thing in your pocket. Got white boys just like Millinati. Figure 8 hit a corner pocket. Super villains just like Team Rocket. All this drip, boy you need to mop it. I ain't stopping till I wipe him up, cause niggas 12. Caught a bitch at the luck. Hit the ground, bet he ain't getting up. Big pole since you thinking you tough.
Yeah, man, you already know, man. Yeah, son. Cash out drama. Real shit. Real is right ENT in here. C's. Fuck wrong with these niggas, man. West side shit. Dirty Rich game,
I know you like the way that was sounding. We come back a little more Peace from the Beast.
I was pumping over here.
I know you're like, yeah, we liking that, right?
Yes.
Liking that. The artist name is Cash Out.
Yo, Cash Out, that's tight. That's tight. You had me rocking, for real.
Just to let you know what time it is. And I got another piece that I want to premiere by the artist by the name of Spliff Star. Some of you guys might know him from his association with Busta Rhymes. He's got music with the
I'm
artist.
saying, girl, what's up? Like, I've been texting you all day. You've been ignoring me, you hear me? Like, I'm trying to come to you like a man. I'm out here, you see me?
I'm not trying to come to me like a man. An artist by the name of Busta Rhymes. You might know Spliff Star from that. So you're going to get right into that and come right back to our convo.
I'm saying, girl, what's up? Like, I've been texting you all day. You've been ignoring me, you hear me? Like, I'm trying to come to you like a man. I'm out here, you see me?
You're not trying to come to me like a man. And you're too old to be on somebody's front lawn acting like this.
I'll tell you what, though, you look good right now, though. I would have took you out tonight, too, to see a movie or something like that, you know? I'm trying to tell you, look, I love you, girl. For real.
You don't love me.
Yeah, I love you.
If you love me, then you make them other girls in your phone disappear.
There you go with the stress shit. Talk about the next bitch.
Wouldn't have to if he wasn't so reckless. In your phone with the pics and the message. I ain't even say nothing, I ain't even stressing.
Baby, I ain't stupid, I know where the best is.
Damn right, nigga, this pussy get the wettest. If I leave you, you will regret it.
Stop all the noise, baby girl, let's get it. That pussy good money, baby, ain't one credit.
If you knew that, you would do better. Fucking with a boss bitch, get your shit together. Poor bitch gone, shit gon' change like the weather. Fuck around, see me never.
Whatever, baby, you can't leave this boy. You rather walk around in the summer with a sweater.
Baby, we've been through it all, the arguments and the fights and all. I'd rather lay up than fuck you. Baby, we've been through it all, the arguments and the fights and all. I'd rather lay up than fuck you. Baby, we've been through it all, the arguments and the fights and all. I'd rather lay up than fuck you.
Lay up with you. Lay up with you. Lay up. Yeah. You a baddie and a go-getter. Love that about you. If I didn't make me more better, I can't do without you.
So, show me how you feel though. Give me what I need though. Take off like amigo. Fuck around, have a trio.
That's a G code. We in freak mode. Taking flights to Paris, out in Heathrow. Probably out in France, out in Cannes, in the seashore. Pussy too bomb, nigga, call that C4. Set it off, my like Tifa.
Act like a diver, nigga, not go deeper. Swim, don't drown. Swim, don't drown.
Baby, we've been through it all, the arguments and the fights and all. I'd rather lay up than fuck you. Baby, we've been through it all, the arguments and the fights and all. I'd rather lay up than fuck you. Baby, we've been through it all, the arguments and the fights and all. I'd rather lay up than fuck you. Lay up with you. Lay
lay up, lay up, lay up, lay up.
What's good, everybody? It's the Butters Basics Show every Sunday from 2 to 3 p.m. Thank you for joining us. I'm really happy to have everybody here on the scene. It's a really beautiful feeling to have such melanated celestial beings all around
Did
me.
you say celestial?
Yes.
Sisters rocking with a king, yo.
Yes, for sure.
Kings
for
in the
sure.
building. Yes.
And what I love about it is that we can talk about anything with each other. And anger management for the diaspora means if it affects you, it affects me. And we can talk about our deficits and see how we can fill voids. It's really dope to be here in a space that is safe for all of us. Right? And so let's talk about this thing here, because everybody here that's our guest today has an experience with mass incarceration. I would love to start with Soledad.
All right. Like, my opinion on mass incarceration is it seems to only be affecting one particular race in terms of the mass that are being incarcerated.
Hello.
And
Right.
I don't think prison is the solution. Rehabilitation is, and prisons weren't designed to rehabilitate. They were just made to warehouse and store. And the problem is, unless guys or men and women are willing to take the extra effort or initiative to make themselves better and do better when they come home, they're reentering a society with the same mindset that got them captured.
So in reference to talking about re-entering society, I feel like I've been a really instrumental person in re-entrance into society. I've taught anger management at an alternative justice center where I've graduated almost 4,000 men from my program. 12 weeks with me. Introduction to Zombie Nation. And a lot of my guys thought that, something was like, when they heard the name of my curriculum, I'm like, dude, it's just me and you, and then it's them.
Right.
And you are being reintroduced to what I call Zombie Nation, because where you came from was one thing and you got acclimated to that. Some of you guys disassociated from that, knowing that this is not going to be the continuance of your life force.
Right.
But now that you are in this situation, some people didn't know how to dip a Metro card. Some people said, there's so many cars on the street. I'm not used to seeing all these cars on the street.
Right.
Some people said, what are the women like? Like, I don't understand these females nowadays. Like, my program was meant to have people understand what the deficits are of society now that you're being back into there. Good points too, but deficits definitely I needed them to understand, because the anger portion of things come from lack of understanding.
Yes.
Knowledge of understanding overstands everything else. And so, being that Soledad is here today, I really champion you for being free. Not just free from on papers, but free mentally as well too.
Thank you.
You went through my program.
I didn't mention the fact that I'm a graduate of Zombie Nation.
All right, Zombie Nation, what's up? Yes, salute.
Shit, that's actually how I met Butters Basics. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's like,
thank you for coming.
You're welcome. I actually set myself free while incarcerated, and it starts with like breaking the shackles of mental enslavement. It starts with the mindset, and the problem with us is we are so stuck in one particular mindset that we haven't like mentally been able to evolve. And that's what human nature is, a constant and steady progress of evolution. And if you allow yourself just to get stuck in one nation, you will find yourself, like she said, in the Zombie Nation, where you just walk around like the Walking Dead, and you got to wake up and you got to come to life.
Lost.
You know what's crazy about that is that I was having a conversation with a young man who's in his 30s now, and he said he had been incarcerated on and off since he was a teenager. And I asked him, I'm like, well, you kept going back in. Was it that you were more comfortable there? And he said it was like a big project. That was home.
That's all he knew. That's all he knew.
I'm so used to being in jail that I felt more safer there, because those are my bros. Those are my people.
And that is
where I live.
That's a lot of what some guys say. Recidivism is real. Sometimes the conditioning that allows you to invite recidivism into your life is a comfort that is lackluster, because you really should not open your soul up to something that keeps you captivated. Well, unless it's for something positive,
right?
We shouldn't be captivated by something that is the bigger evil as opposed to the greater good.
Right.
But sometimes it's hard. It's hard when they come home and there's no one there. There's no one to meet them at
Oh,
the gate.
no one to meet them. And then, you
Let's
know,
talk about that.
A lot of them, a lot of the brothers and sisters that I met that just came home, a lot of their family members died off. Like, let's just say they did 30 years. They have no family to come home to. You know, they have no direction. And then you have some men and women, you know, brothers and sisters that were married. You know, we got to think about their spouses and the children that they left behind. So
I love that you actually pay attention to the fact that when a man goes to prison or a female goes to prison, the family is affected deeply. Whether they did
it's
the crime to do
PTSD
the
there
time.
too. Yeah.
Yes.
And you have to when they come home, it's learning. You have to learn that person all over again, because after being
like
so
they
many
gotta
years,
learn you all
they got to
over
learn
again.
you. It's everybody has to be reformed. Everybody. So when you think about a brother that just did 30 years, most men, I'm gonna just say this. Somebody might come at me, but if it's a woman that's gonna do 30 years, do you think that brother gonna hang on for 30 years?
I mean, let me know. Also,
yeah, let us know. Let us know if any brothers out there that held on for they woman doing 30 years.
30 years is
it's a lot. It's a lifetime.
lot.
It's a life, right?
It's a lifetime,
so DJ Oso's in the building.
Yes, how you doing, brother? What's up,
Yo,
mama?
DJ Oso, MP3.
Yes.
Please pay attention, everybody. This man is on the rise.
Yes.
He is somebody that has not done time, chooses not to do time,
Yes.
has children and a family.
Yes.
Also, I'd love to
Yes.
get your opinion.
Well, actually, I did have to sit up for a while. I didn't think I was gonna come home. They had me with no
What?
bail. Yeah, for a little situation that happened back in the days. Yeah, but I overcame it.
How long did they keep you?
I probably was sat down for like 5 months. No, probably not even that. I say probably like 4 or 5 months. I probably sat
Yo,
down.
with that brief encounter with imprisonment, what was going through your mind in that time? Because some guys have what we call football numbers.
Oh yeah, those are. I met a lot of dudes that was sitting up with some football numbers too. But I didn't. You know, my situation was a little bit better. I knew it would be better once I bail out. So that was my whole, thing about just getting that bail. So I
You
could
knew
come
that
home
you
and
were
fight the
going to
case.
bail out. What about the people that?
No, I didn't know. They had me
Oh,
on no bail at first. So my main thing was to get a lawyer and then try to come home, get a bail and try to come home. So that's what my family did. That was the best option at the time.
And everybody had to pool their money to see, if they could make it to
Like
the
bail
but
bonds and
some
all that. Do they do
people-
bail bonds
Some
anymore?
people ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? Then when you ain't got that,
we
you gotta sit
exposing
up.
secrets here on.
No, that's
Butters
what we
Basic
do.
Show, like-
Well, that's what we do on my show. We expose. That's what we have to expose. We have to dismantle
fact.
this system because the system is not broken. The system is designed,
It's designed
for
this way.
this to keep going.
Is
So
it
we
safe
need
to say,
tell.
everybody, is there a general consensus right now that post-slavery, many other institutional laws and bills were passed to ensure that there was a continued version of slavery that kept happening? Not to take away from the fact that you do the crime, you do the time.
Right.
But at the same time, it has to fit the bill. You know what I'm saying? It has to make sense for, if you don't have a lawyer that is equipped,
right?
If you don't have representation, or you feel like representation is failing you, or what are some other factors, guys? Real quick, spit
Let's
it
talk
out.
about parole.
I would say, okay, I'm sorry.
Parole board.
Parole is like it's a continuation of
Talking
your
to the mic,
incarceration.
hon.
I'm
Talking
sorry.
to-
Parole is just a continuation of your incarceration.
Okay.
But to add on to what she said,
If something happens while you're on parole, you can get 2 more
you call
years.
violated and you go back to jail. And
But,
yeah,
but that can happen while you're also already in prison, because
You
I've
catch
been
me trial.
educated about when you go to the parole board, they already got you set up to fail. It's how you answer that question.
Yeah.
It-
But
you know?
that's also based on what you do in terms of setting your mind free to be able to answer the question. You know, there's a parable that says you can't change the condition of a person until they first want to change condition within themselves.
Right.
And getting free ain't hard, because if you could do time, I did 25 years. That was hard. Coming home should be easy. So if
And is
you
coming
want to
home-
make
is coming
it hard,
home hard, or is it
coming
easy?
home is a transition, and it's something that you have to be mentally prepared for.
Ready to work
Everything
it.
starts with the mind, and then
Right.
you start dealing with the whole state of, I did 25 years. If you think I'm not mentally fucked up to some degree, and that I don't need some help, and that the fact that we don't acknowledge the fact that mental health is a true issue and it should be dealt with,
Yes.
like, come on, you put me in a cage for 25 years,
And they're supposed to come
the
home
aver-
silent.
The average animal couldn't live that long.
No.
So I made it.
Let me ask a question. Like, being that you did 25 years, that first day out, that first time your foot steps out, what is that first day like?
Yo,
like, what are the emotions?
I can tell you like what happened my first day out, right? I was married. I'm currently divorced. I got married, incarcerated. Okay. I was getting trails. I was doing whatever I needed to do to basically move through the motions because I'm a thinker. So everything with me was a plan. And I developed the concept of needing a plan while incarcerated. So like when I first got out, I was in, and I did most of my time in like the top joints. Like I did 8 years in Attica, 10 years in Elmira, 6 years in Auburn. Like I did like 4 months in Eastern. Like I wasn't conditioned mentally to deal with like the nicer jails and getting closer to New York, like Sing Sing, Greenhaven and stuff like that. I did like 5 years in the box.
Can I ask you? What did you serve time for? It's up to you.
I'm sorry, it's not a problem. I took a man's life. Okay. And it's not nothing that I'm proud of, and I'm not gonna sit here and claim that I'm an innocent victim. I was living a certain lifestyle that was in the late 80s, early 90s. The crack epidemic was hitting the streets, and I was a part of that.
And even those people that had an initial hand in developing the crack epidemic, they should.
Well, that goes into why Iran Contra and why the funding was used. I mean,
exactly.
You want to go there? That's
you see, marijuana is free now, right?
I mean, but that was talking about something different with crack. Crack was used to fund the war.
Hold on, guys. And so this is why we have to have part 2 of this conversation.
Yes, deep.
Right? I know what I'm talking. But can I really answer the question about how it felt to come home?
Yes.
Okay, I left Queensboro, right? And when I left, like my ex-wife, she was living in Rochester. She came down to New York, and my sister came down to New York. They messed my paperwork up. So after doing 25 life, I'm sitting in Queensboro, and they let you out of Queensboro. It's like they just opened the gates and the slaves got set free. Except for me, because they was like, we ain't got your paperwork. So everybody left at 9, I left at 12. And I'm sitting in a pen, and I'm like, and they were like, yo, you can go back upstairs and eat. I said, if I go eat, it's gonna be in the street. And I wilded on them, right? And I was like, so they finally fixed my paperwork. It was an error on their part.
All right.
So when I walked out, my sisters and them was like, they still think like when you talk about condition, who your family is, they still thought I was the same person, that I had gotten some shit and I wasn't coming out because I did something. Because people mindset was like, you know how he do.
I want to drop something. Not to cut you off.
All right. So
we want to talk about. Okay, now we talking about our brother right here. Another brothers that I just spoke about, Tony Henshaw and Abraham Soleimani. You know, like you just said, they. You know, they're not hiding what they did. You know, they did their time for their crime. All right. But let's talk about the brothers and sisters that went to jail for that was innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Exonerated.
Exonerated. And I'm meeting them every time I do a show. I'm constantly getting hit up. I know 2 brothers from Camden, New Jersey.
Let's do this.
Go ahead.
There's gonna be a part 2.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get.
I hope
Philly.
everybody's excited. Lioness Roars, tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me on Facebook at Lucretia Bellamy, but I would rather you go to my Lioness Roars Wine Glasses Up Radio Show. That's my public page. And you can also find me on Instagram at Wine Glasses Up. And to follow my new entry testimonies on Tuesdays on the Wine Glasses Up show, just check out the Zoom. You can go to Transformative J Initiative page, and we are constantly sharing on all platforms and YouTube. I forgot.
Awesome
and Lioness
sauce.
Roars Wine Glasses Up Radio Show.
Thank you so much for making this appearance. I really appreciate you.
Thank you for the honor. I would love to continuously do what we're doing over in Jersey and bring it right over here in New York, and we can all collab together.
Of course.
Connections.
DJ Oso, tell them where they can find you at, hun.
Well, you can find me at DJ Oso MP3 on that Instagram for all bookings.
Tell them one more time so we can get that on.
At DJ OSO MP3 on that Instagram, or you can find me at DJ Oso on Facebook, or you could just hit me at 347. I believe that.
He about to give up the digits.
Yes.
Yo, Shabazz.
Yeah, I want to say something. Like when you talked about the wrongly convicted, I wanted to mention a comrade of mine who's currently serving over 33 years in prison by Officer Scarginelli out of the 76th precinct for a crime he did not commit.
Okay.
James Jenkins' number is 88B0753. His case is currently active and set for a hearing next month for the Project Innocence to get him out of prison. I can't say that.
No, you can say
that's my man. And like I
we
was
just
hoping,
gonna hurry up and
I was
say
just
it.
hoping. I was hoping like another comrade by the name of Weezy, we call him John Wayne, would come in because he had the
He'll
same
be back on
circumstance.
part 2, I swear.
Yeah,
to you.
but like
tell
you
them
know,
where they can find you for more information.
Yo, you can find me on the streets of New York. My name is Malik El Shabazz, and my Facebook page is Malik El Shabazz. And if you see me, holla. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for you.
No doubt. And Peachy Suze, thank you so much for sitting to the right of me, the best of me. Where can they find you, Peachy Suze?
12 to 1 every Sunday. Sunday's brunch
Sunday's
on
brunch,
DTF Radio.
y'all.
Peach, IESUZE, because Butter coined it.
Listen, and everybody, this is the Butters Basic Show. Please believe it. I would really appreciate if everybody subscribed to the YouTube at Butters Basic Show. And you can follow me, Gazebo, GAZZEBO 11210. And that's on the gram. 2 Z's so you don't sleep. 11210 because I'm a Brooklyn girl all day, every day. Please believe it. Make sure that you know that butter is always in the mix. That's my hashtag. You can check the zip code and the hashtag for my full resume. Thank you very much. And I love you. And I hope that you love me back. I know that I will be back next week. Same time, same place. Thanks so much, everybody. And this is part 1 of a part 2.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
Butters Basics, y'all.